Welcome students. In this presentation we will try to understand the module number 4, tidal power, and we are going to discuss about the principles of tidal power and how tides will occur and what is the basic physics behind this tide formation and how this tide will generate power. Okay, so we will discuss in detail in this particular presentation. Tide power system. Tidal energy exploits the natural rise and fall of coastal tidal waters caused periodically by the attraction of the gravitational fields of the sun and the moon. Okay, the ocean level difference caused due to tides, which contains large amount of potential energy. Okay, the highest level of tidal water is known as flood tide or high tide, and the lowest level is known as low tide or ebb tide. Okay, low tide or ebb, ebb. The level difference between the high and low tide is known as tidal range. This we will study in detail in next presentation, but you should know these things. Okay, so the level or the difference between the high and low tide is known as tidal range. Okay, the tidal range varies generally with the location. Only sites with large tidal range about 5 meter or more are considered suitable for power generation. Okay, so the total this combined potential and potential at these sites is estimated nearly 1,20,000 megawatt worldwide. Okay, so we know what is tide. Tide is a periodic rise and fall of water level of sea which are carried by the action of sun and moon on the water earth. Okay, so the large scale up and down movement of sea water represents unlimited source of energy, and the main feature of this tidal cycle is the difference in water surface elevation at the high tide and low tide, as I explained in earlier. Okay, so the first tidal power plant was commissioned by the General in Lawrence in 1966. Okay, so these are the capacity of tidal power generation. Maximum capacity is 2200 megawatt in Philippines. Okay, and in India we have at Gulf of Kutch a project which is about 50 megawatt of power capacity. Okay, so the tidal mills were in use on the coast of Spain, France, UK, and China. Okay, they remained in common use for many centuries, but were gradually replaced by more convenient and cheaper source made available due to the industrial revolution. Okay, so the major thing is we should know that it is a conventional sorry, it is a renewable energy source. Okay, so this is about tidal power. So next we will study about the basic physics behind this tide formation and or basic physics of tides. So as we know, the tides are produced by gravitational attraction of moon and sun upon the rotating earth. So it is nothing but a gravitation pull of the sun and moon, and the pull of the centrifugal force of the rotation of the earth and moon system. Okay, so the moon exerts a larger gravitational force, which is almost about 70% of tide producing force, okay, on the earth, as it is greater deal closer than the sun. Okay, so surface water is pulled away from the earth on the side facing the moon, and at the same time the solid earth is pulled away from the water on the opposite side. Okay, so you can make out how this gravitational force is acting upon earth, isn't it? So when the land mass lines up with the earth moon system, the water around it is high tide. Okay, so the ocean, as we know that the ocean level difference caused due to tides contains large amount of potential energy, isn't it? So the highest level of the tidal water is known as flood tide, and the lowest is known as ebb. Okay, isn't it? So the large scale up and down movement of sea water represent an unlimited source of energy that we discussed, isn't it? Because of this, uh, if some part of this vast energy can be converted into electrical energy. Okay, so the principle behind this is not a difficult. At the time of high tide is at high level, and and can be let into the basin. Okay, and it is at very high when you are let into basin and it is stored, it is having high potential energy. Okay, so there causes head. Okay, so when a land mass is about 90 degree to earth moon system, the water around is at low tide. Because of this difference, we can able to generate power. Okay, due to a slight difference of periods, solar tide moves in and out of phase with the lunar tide. Okay, when the sun, earth and moon are aligned, as shown in earlier figure, in conjunction, the lunar and solar tides are in phase. Okay, so producing net tides of maximum range. This phase will produce net tides of maximum range. Okay, so these are called as spring tides, which occurs twice per lunar month at the time of both the full and new moon. Okay, when the sun, earth and moon earth directions are perpendicular, that means quadrature, the solar and lunar tides are not are out of phase. Okay, producing net tides of minimum range, which is nothing but low range. Okay, these are the neap tides that again occur twice per month at times of half moon or first and third quarter cycle of the moon. Okay, so surface water, so basically the surface water is pulled away from the earth on the side facing the moon, and at the time of solid, earth is pulled away from the water on the opposite side. Okay, so this is actually what I explained, spring tides and neap tides. So you can able to make out from the from the diagram. Okay, a spring tides and the neap tides. Spring tides occurs twice per lunar month at times of both full and new moon condition, when sun, moon and earth are in line. Okay, whereas when sun and moon are right angles to each other with respect to earth, then the neap tide will occur. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, there are two high tides and two low tides during each period of the rotation of earth. Okay, so which will cause a spring and neap tides depend on the orientation of the sun and moon and the earth. Okay, so high spring tides occur when the sun and moon line up with the earth. This occurs whether they are either on same or opposite direction. Okay, so neap tides will occur when the sun and moon are line up at 90 degrees to each other. Okay, so and that is also depends on the orientation of sun, moon and earth. Okay, so flood current is nothing but the current moving in the direction of coast, and ebb current is nothing but current receding from the coast. Okay, that thing. So this diagram will explain about the range. Okay, so range is nothing but the distance between, as I mentioned earlier, distance between the high tide and low tide. Okay, so one tidal cycle will produce 12 hour 25 minutes. Okay, uh, that much duration you may get. So this is how flood current and ebb current will come. Tide coming in, then it is called as flood current, and going out, it is called as ebb current. So you can able to see, if you insert the generator in between, it will develop the power. Okay, so we understood that from this, uh, the periodical tide is a periodical phenomenon, but in any tidal cycle, no two tides are similar. Okay, and the tides are influenced by the relative position of the sun and moon and their distance from the earth. Okay, distance is nothing but orientation from the earth. Okay, so and also the tides at full moon and new moon are higher than rest. So spring tides will are those in which the tidal range is maximum on full moon and new moon. The tides in which tidal range is minimum on first quarter and third quarter called neap tides. The tidal range is denoted by R, is not a constant and varies continuously. The mean tidal range varies from place to place. Okay, so we can by the help of mathematical analysis, exact time and water level for a high tide and low tide can be forecasted with the great accuracy. Okay, so these are the some features or characteristics of tides